Kamusta mga kaboxing at welcome sa aking channel. Kung bago lang kayo sa aking channel, pakiclick lamang ang subscribe, palike na rin, comment at huwag mo kalimutan ng bell para laging updated sa aking mga bagong video.
Out to lunge to create power.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao can close the distance in the blink of an eye. He's the mid-distance king. And you see as he pushed back Matthysse with those combinations. Still fast and still hitting hard.
We've been watching video for a year now of Jeff Horn bullying Pacquiao. And already you can see the configuration, the stature of each fighter is considerably different. Matthysse, I don't believe is going to be able to do anything like that.
Oh, Matthysse is trying to use the jab, trying to measure, and trying to land the right hand on Manny Pacquiao. Trying to be a little bit smarter and not just rush in there.
Tim, you were in there opposite Manny Pacquiao 3 times in your career. How does he look physically to you, this version of him?
He still looks sharp, still look fit, still look ripped. And he's having a good round.
Matthysse off balance on that exchange. He is having a good round, just placed the left hand to the body as well.
I tell everybody, Manny Pacquiao, the fight's not over, but Manny Pacquiao's B game is better than a lot of guys' A game. The speed and power of Manny Pacquiao and the experience he has and the toughness. He just don't fight for himself, he fights for his country.
Horseman Pacquiao's lost some quickness. He's still quicker than Matthysse. He's still a little bit busier than Matthysse.
Very busy here in the midst of round number 1.
Matthysse is not going to win a boxing match against Manny Pacquiao. He needs to step it up, get inside, work the body of Pacquiao, and try to push him back, similar to Horn.
Matthysse doesn't worry about getting to the scorecards much. He has scored 63 knockdowns altogether in his career. 11 knockdowns that drop their opponent down and out for good.
I don't think it's a Horn strategy. I think that he has to play, yes, for the knockout. He's got to work. He's got to go for that right hand.
That's what he's looking for right now. He's trying to be patient. He just missed it. He looped the right hand about 30 seconds ago, and it just barely missed Manny Pacquiao.
His best shot is the Marquez strategy. I don't know if he's technically proficient enough.
There it is again. Just missed. The punch that we're going to be looking for later in the fight.
2-division world chair in front of Matthysse.
Matthysse playing real smart right now. Keeping his hands up, playing defense, trying to lure in Manny Pacquiao.
There it is, checking that right hand was Pacquiao. Now the distance jab from Matthysse. See if he comes with the right hand behind one of those.
Tim, you are a different fighter than Matthysse. Does having Joel Diaz in his corner, your former trainer, does that give Matthysse a tactical advantage?
I think it does. I think Joel Diaz understands Manny Pacquiao, but I also know that Joel Diaz knows that he doesn't have that horse needed to beat a guy like Manny Pacquiao. He has a powerful guy in Matthysse, don't get me wrong. And he's controlling some of the action in spots. But Manny Pacquiao is extremely fast, punches hard, and constantly moving on angles, and constantly giving guys feints, and constantly burning guys, burning their energy just with his feints and his movement and his presence in the ring.
Of course, the third go-round for Diaz against Pacquiao. It's Tim Bradley's trainer, brother of the former lightweight champion Julio Diaz, the contender Antonio Diaz, and the trainer Lucas Matthysse, 35-year-old Argentinian champion.
So Matthysse is trying to control the distance from the outside, which is smart. You have to do that and try to catch Manny Pacquiao as he comes in.
Got to be willing to throw when he does that.
Yes.
You will get those shots. End of round number 2. Glad you're with us here. Coverage coming from Kuala Lumpur.
Spit the guard of Matthysse.
And now we have an answer to one of the central questions here, which is how much power does he have left?
Remember, no knockouts for Manny Pacquiao since November of 2009 against Miguel Cotto.
Pacquiao still got to be cautious because Matthysse has that punching power. He doesn't want to walk into anything.
Like what he did against Marquez back in the day, after they traded knockdowns.
See Pacquiao being smart on his attack, using his jab, trying to move forward. Trying to find an opportunity for Matthysse to sit still for just a second to explode with combinations.
Last time Matthysse was down was 3 years ago against Victor Postal.
He was TKO'd in the 10th round of his chance at a 140-pound belt then. Pacquiao trying to pin him in that corner. As Matthysse has settled back in here.
Those punches come from odd angles. They come around, they come underneath. It's hard to gauge him. You see that? He moves in, punches from every angle. And they're fast and hard.
This feels like a sharper Manny Pacquiao than what we saw down in Australia against Horn.
He's sharper because he's fighting against a smaller guy who can't lean on him, dirty up, and bully him the same way. The physical dimensions are different. And probably to Tim's point, I think it's human nature for Pacquiao to have underestimated Horn.
Yeah.
Got the longer layoff here, maybe some fresher legs for Pacquiao. A more purposeful training camp compared to what you just described.
They're 39-year-old legs either way.
True.
They are.
They need to be freshened up.
And he's not a heavyweight.
To move his head.
Diaz was asking for it after that last round. He was getting into Matthysse saying, I need more head movement.
Trying to see the same pattern as the last round from Matthysse.
Just fired off another one of those left uppercuts to Pacquiao. Trying to get around the guard now with that left hand is Pac-Man. Better work from the jab with Matthysse. Pacquiao comes in behind the double jab. Matthysse goes to the belt line.
We're so accustomed to seeing Manny fight naturally bigger guys. Matthysse is basically a 140-pounder. If I'm not mistaken, the last real 140-pounder that Pacquiao fought was Ricky Hatton.
And you know what happened on that night.
Yes, we do.
One of the most sensational finishes you'll see.
Beautiful right hand right there from Matthysse.
That's the shot he wants.
Every now and then, Pacquiao step back with his hands down, and Matthysse stepped in with the right hand. He clipped him right there. A good shot by Pacquiao coming back with his straight left. Getting off the line. Getting that head off the line and throwing that left hand. He's famous for that.
Off the hip and lunging with it.
In the 9th round of your 3rd fight with Pacquiao, you boxed marvelously.
Yes.
And you kept that right hand by your head the whole time. The second you dropped it, he got you. Well, it seems to me that for Pacquiao, the same type of thing applies, that Mathisse's best shot is if he drops his left hand.
Yeah. He dropped his left hand, but the problem I made was I double jabbed, and he came right down the pipe with his left hand. I didn't see it coming. Matthysse still doing the same thing, looking for his opportunity to land that big punch on Pac, trying to be patient, trying to pay.
Well, he knows what his weaponry is and what he's capable of. No matter what you see, no matter how consistent the work early by Pacquiao has been, including, by the way, a sensational uppercut that scored a knockdown, Matthysse is never going to be out of this thing because of what he possesses with that right hand.
Well, that's the price of patience here, is that he has to endure a beating on the way to get that shot.
Yes.
To toward the opportunity to get that shot.
That's the only way he can win this fight, I believe.
That price of patience also comes with rounds being scored against you, not just the pain that you're taking. There's a left hand to the body from Pacquiao, and then comes with the left hand that gets around that right guard.
To this point, I think this is Pacquiao's most physically dominant round.
I want to see a little bit more body work from Pac. He goes down to that body. See, Pac stepping inside right there, trying to recharge. Allowing Matthysse to go ahead and hit him.
That's what Jeff Horn was doing to Pacquiao.
There's a clash of heads there.
Now you see Pacquiao doing it to Matthysse.
Once again, Matthysse leaning forward with his head and creating the opportunity for Pacquiao to land that left uppercut.
And creating the opportunity for a headbutt. Nice left hook right there from Matthysse.
Solid work with that left hand. There was a body shot from Pacquiao. Matthysse gets off his best combination following it.
Pacquiao started getting a little relaxed in there. Matthysse still dangerous.
Then a counter right.
Having some moments in this round.
Oh, that got to him. He takes a knee after Pacquiao lands. Second knockdown of the night scored by Pacquiao. What a turn. You said Pacquiao was getting relaxed. Matthysse was finding a little bit of grip.
Matthysse, who has the punching power to end it.
He has scored knockdowns in all but 5 of his 44 career fights. And of course, 36 of his 39 wins have been by knockout. 1-2 from Pacquiao. Comes with the lead left hand. Glad you're with us here on ESPN Plus. Good action from Malaysia. So Tessitore, Timothy Bradley, Mark Kriegel with you. A full night of boxing that started in New Orleans with awesome action of the undefeated guys who are blossoming stars. And then we bookend it and cap it here with the living legend Manny Pacquiao against the title holder Lucas Matthysse.
It's funny, we saw the birth of Regis Prograis as a star tonight here in New Orleans. First thing out of his mouth, give me Pacquiao.
Exactly.
I want to see it. I want to see that fight.
Well, there is a question as to whether or not Pacquiao can or will fight in the United States. He has substantial debt to the IRS.
We've seen Australia last year. We see Malaysia this year. That has been well documented.
You know, it's in excess of, as I understand it, in excess of $20 million.
Well, when you make that much against Mayweather, it's going to be a big ticket item.
Matthysse using a jab, but not throwing the right hand. His corner keeps asking for that right hand. It seems like he's afraid to throw it. He doesn't want to leave himself out there to be countered.
But you have to have the willingness if you want to beat the Pac-Man.
Yes, you do.
That would go toward Justin Fortune's point that he's scared of you.
Uppercut again, and he puts him down again. Pacquiao floors him a third time. Pacquiao has done it. Knockout victory at his return fight. How about it? Here's how he finishes him, Timmy.
Pacquiao doing what Pacquiao does. Stocking coming behind the jab. The jab sets the table. Pacquiao cleans him up with the left uppercut as Matthysse leaned forward. I think Matthysse could have continued. but he decided, you know what, I'm sick of taking this punishment
I agree with you.
over this course of this fight.
That was a big shot.